Hello and welcome to the first part of the Jak and Daxter The Precursor Legacy playthrough. I am Monkey Controller.
I'm Crazy Tater 52.
And let's get started. So, Crazy, what did you think about this game when you first played it?
I loved it.
This is
That's
like...
kind of funny. It said Sony Computer Europe.
Yeah.
Crazy Europeans.
Mm. Oh, I love that Naughty Dog symbol.
Of course, you'll probably remember Naughty Dog from Crash Bandicoot on the PS1.
Yes. And unfortunately, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that they went on to move on to this Jak and Daxter, but I would have liked them to stayed on to Crash as well, because Crash has just gone downhill since Naughty Dog have left.
Though I will admit, did you ever play Twin Sanity?
Yes, that was quite good. I did like that.
It was glitchy at some points, but it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, are you gonna 100% this, or how are we doing this?
I'm going to get all 100 orbs, not orbs, power cells, but I'm not going to get all of the precursor orbs, because it's too much.
I think you can miss about 400 of them.
Yeah.
Because I actually, before we started recording this, I was playing through this game again, and I got 100%, and I had about 400 precursor orbs left over.
Now this is something that's always bugged me, the line that Samus, well, okay, well, yeah, we'll just call him Samus now, it's not a spoiler or anything, but, so, he says, I have asked the plants, and the plants do not know, and the plants have asked the rocks, and the rocks that do not know. Even the rocks do not know. I don't think that line fits. Even the rocks do not know. I think he should have said something like, the rocks have asked the sea, even the sea does not know. I think something like that. It's a small thing, but it's always bugged me since I've ever played this game.
As with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Oh yeah, there's Daxter as a human.
Yeah.
It's the last time you're ever gonna see that.
Don't
worry, we didn't skip a cutscene there. It just kind of does that.
Yeah. I mean, Daxter doesn't really keep much of his appearances when he goes through his change, shall we call it. Who the
Well, I
hell?
guess it's a...
Go on.
We're not gonna say who these people are yet, are we?
No. I don't even know who these guys are.
I know, right? Who could they be? Alright, but anyways, if you look at Daxter's hair,
yeah,
it's kind of the same color as
his chain.
Other form.
Yeah.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps.
I think, does his voice go higher when he changes?
Not really. It just probably kind of sounds different because he looks different.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. It's just like...
What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time.
I love the precursors. Don't know why. Always have.
Now I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next.
Is it ever explained in this game why Jak can actually activate the whatever you want to call that?
that little thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it does.
Oh no. Oops.
But if we want to call it anything, we can just call it foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Since Jak has such a kind of story where if you play all the games and then you play through them again, you'll notice things about the story. So you want to point out like foreshadowing?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm fine.
But we'll do it subtly.
Yeah.
Foreshadow.
So that is Daxter as an Otssel.
Half otter, half weasel.
An Otssel.
There's Samus the Sage.
Good old green stuff. oh, for this playthrough, I had to, like, remember to call Jak. Like, I had to start, because I kept on calling him by his other name.
Oh.
Yeah, that name. Ever since
Why
I
would you call him by that?
I don't know, I just always liked calling them what you don't usually call them. It's like with Samus, I usually call him green stuff, but in stuff like this I'll try to call him Samus, because it's his name.
Turn their ends on. It's pretty funny.
But its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you
And there's Kira.
with a heat shield. I just
Voice
happen to
cracky
have such a
person
thing at this very moment.
who Jak loves for some reason.
Cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power?
I would say it's more a quarter than a half.
Otssel are two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't
And
willing
also,
to just
you know,
give them away.
Daxter doesn't seem very, like, in shock that he just turned into a little animal.
And I bet
He
there's even
doesn't.
more of them out in the wilds just
He's
He
like,
should be more like, freaked out.
yeah.
He's already like,
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer.
Oh,
I mean, look at him.
yeah.
The village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
I love that hummingbird. There's a lot about this game that I love.
Get in there.
yeah.
Here, Samus got dissed. So here we go to Geyser Rock.
First level of the game.
Honest to God, it's not a you can't call it a tutorial stage. Because it
Now, do
just...
you get...
Go on.
Oh, you say it. You go
Oh.
first. Oh, wait, one thing I want to say. The precursor orbs right there. You notice how they have, like, what looks like a language on
Yeah.
them? That's actually the precursor language.
Ah.
And if you can find, like, websites and stuff that actually has like, an English to precursor language, like, you know, like, they'll give you a letter and then tell you what letter it is in English.
Yeah.
Well, the precursor orbs, they actually all say Naughty Dog on them.
And this is our first power cell. And Daxter has just been breakdancing. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I don't think you can class this as a tutorial because it doesn't tell you how to use the moves. It doesn't just like go, it's square to punch and it's circle to spin. It just kind of throws you into it and kind of makes you learn it by yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and those are scout flies.
Yes, you collect.
But in like the actual levels, they're not as easy to find like that. They're not all like
No,
clustered together.
Yeah. I mean, the first time I actually played through this game, there was like one obvious one in the village that I just went by, and I didn't find it till the end of the game.
That's funny. The first time I ever played through this game, I kept on going back to Geyser Rock to try to find like the last couple of precursor orbs. I never knew they were down there.
Yeah.
Until, like, later. I eventually found them, but... Do you want to talk about, like, well...
Blue Eco?
Well, actually, he's talking about it.
Oh. Well, we'll talk more about it in the next part because we are starting to run out of time.
Alright?
Right, so we shall see you
enjoyed
next time. Oh,
Hope you enjoyed.
bye.